Good job, man.
Thanks.
I just got to weld it in.
Oh, you got it. No.
It's in. Woohoo! Wah, wah, wah. All right, new day in the shop. We're currently waiting for parts to show up for the Jeepster, so we figured we'll jump back on this. This project has kind of been one of those that we work on when we have time, basically in between other stuff. So today we're gonna try to get a new steering column put in it, steering wheel, maybe the hood mounted, and the hydraulic pump put on the back so we can get the bed on it. It's about that time. We're getting close, so we'll get going. Love a 12 valve, man. So I'll show you the problem. You kind of got to put this truck on. The steering wheel is just not where it needs to be. It needs to be up here where I can steer it. And the only way to do that is either cut the dash or put a tilt wheel in it where you can tilt the wheel up so you can get in and out. So, oh, we got to move the throttle pedal too. It's a little high. Yeah, I don't know who the guy was that mounted it way up there. I drilled through the valve cover, let me know. I look like it's gonna work. Top. Okay. Bottom. All right. It's probably Sean. That's what I'm thinking. Probably once we get the steering wheel bent, then we can turn the shifter and bend it over here where it's a little more user-friendly, probably. It's not terrible. Just right there would be. Then we got windshield wipers. We got some stuff to do. All right, so we've been trying to come up with a name for this rollback truck, and Landon piped off the other day, and he said, what about the Ratback? I think that's a pretty good name. So you guys just put it in the comments and tell us if you think that's a good name, or if you have a better name. Let us know. We'll see. The Ratback. Cool. Figure out how all this goes here. I'll just pull it off like that. Thanks, man. It's out, man. That wasn't very hard at all. Sean got that all unbolted. I mean, I did some work to this and shortened it and did all that, but it's just not what I want. This one, on the other hand, might be. Ooh. Shorter? Longer would have been better. Longer would have been way better. We may be not doing this part today. We may be getting a longer one. That ain't gonna work, my friend. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Well, let's see how long this one is. That one's, I'm saying, is a 30-incher.
It's a fishing story.
So we need a 36er.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would that hurt if it was longer than that?
No. I don't see why it.
All right, I'm gonna get on the interweb.
What are you doing meanwhile?
Now that the singing has stopped.
Dude, this shop cat hasn't moved all day. It's just, you're in my chair, dude.
It's ruining your...
It's all good. We gotta move this down. The throttle pedal has got to go down at least 4 inches. Right in the way of this lifting tab for the engine. So that's got to come off.
35, woo!
See what we have to work with around here.
32, 30, 30, 28, 32.
Some people could think like quietly.
All the long ones.
Think better the louder it is.
Yeah.
You know, put that one back in. That holds up the fuel lines, I think. We'll just put them both back in. Just not the plate. Oh yeah. Okay, we got to drop this down a mile so you don't have to hold your foot in the air. It's kind of awkward. So if we
Mile's a bit excessive.
I mean, it felt like a mile.
think you're just making fun of me now.
It felt like a mile. Okay, if you'll unbolt those two, I'll get the other side. We'll do the top one first. So we just go top hole to bottom. Judge how close that is. That's good.
Wow, you're cameraman?
Yeah, I'm cameraman.
You think it's too much still?
There, I'll get up in here and see. So if there's a floor
So
right
if
there,
there's a floor and it was up here,
oh yeah, your heel would be on the floor still. I think we're good.
because you're resting your foot, right?
Yeah. Feels good.
Even right there, right?
Yeah.
So let's probably just drill one other hole and
It's actually pretty comfortable.
No,
to
I'm
see.
head-wise.
Hop up in there.
it's just the
Hop up in there.
You don't know what you're asking.
Oh, I thought you were gonna come over backwards on me right there.
You
better
are.
have caught her.
Oh, see, my head almost hit. If you hit a bump, I'd hit my head.
It's gonna be the first time I hit my head off the roof of the truck.
Put you out too.
This is big enough we would pack 4 kids in that truck. Yeah. We had James and Ben between us.
If you were squeezing
Sarah
the
would
doors,
lay up here,
really,
and Paul would lay on the floor on a blanket.
that's what you had.
We didn't have seatbelts.
So, just when you think you're about to get going and get stuff done, you figure out that your steering column's 3 inches too short and it's not going to fit. So, you reevaluate and figure out what else you can get done. Which, there's a big hole in the floor down here. I think we can patch that. We got the AAC box that can go in. There's no shortage of stuff to do. I got the dash to put in. I got to figure out where my boost gauge and stuff can go. Probably up here where the stereo was. I'll probably put the boost gauge in there. Would it look better here or up here in the window? If I build a little, you think? Or do you want stereo where it's supposed to be? Yeah. I got some stuff to figure out, but I am going to put my dash, my gauges in, my new, those pieces. I don't have a glove box. I don't have to build a metal glove box because those ones are cheesy they have for these things. Yeah. All right. I'll go to the bathroom. You guys finish this. I'll be back. I guess I'll start tinkering up here. I'll get the grill put back in it.
That was easy. Is that cable hooked up over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably needs to come out. Can you get that? Or probably a ratchet on that side.
That's a little tight there. I'm gonna have to do some trimming. Thought I was done trimming, but I'm not. Clearance. That's all a guy can ask for. Start bolting this thing together. I got to get some structure into this and then weld something across here. This is where my hood's gonna pin in, is up here. And then I'll get this put back in somehow. I've got some stuff to accomplish. That isn't very where I need it to be. Getting there though. Lots of fun right here. Oh, we're close. We're close.
It's not rusted up.
That's kind of cool.
Look at that. It'd work still. It's not as bad as it could have been. It's only a little deep. Finally. Electrical tape. We should plug it in, see if it works.
We should. Little noisy. It's going.
Right, stand right there. Come check this out, Paul. There we go.
Blower motor works. Please put it back in. Let's use it.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
It pushes some air. How long has that been sitting and it still works? That's pretty cool.
Think of that. That's gonna force all the air straight through there. The only problem is the hood latch will not function because there's an intercooler there. So we're gonna be forced to put it up here, which is not the end of the world. It's just more stuff. So. Look at that. That solided the whole front end. Tied everything together. Can't see where it's rubbing anywhere. I think that's gonna do what I need. Now I just gotta get all of these bolts put in, tightened up. That's permanent. It's in there. It's in there. Bolts are going in, man. That's sweet. I don't see it rubbing anywhere. Pretty okie dokes. Now I gotta try to get these three down this side, and then the grill is tied together. Yep, then we'll have to pull the lights out to wire those when we wire the signal lights into them and stuff. Should be able just to push that in right there. A lot more push. More. Solid. In. Gosh, it's in. Woohoo! Well, because everything is not as it once was. Got ourselves a genuine 49 Chevrolet grill in that thing. The front's solid now. I like it. Not even rattly. No more than it was from the factory anyway. I'm gonna end up cutting that out right there. It's a radiator cap, just barely. Now we just gotta do the same thing to the hood to make it miss that. But tomorrow, we'll do some more tomorrow and see what we can get done. All right, it's morning. We're back at the old rat back or whatever you guys come up with. I don't know if you can come up with a better one than that. Let us know. Today's order of business. I'm going to work on the hood. Sean is going to patch the firewall. He's got all those little holes that need patching. So we got the grill in it. Everything done yesterday. Looks pretty good. I just got to make the hood shut and open and latch and not blow open while we're driving. Then we move into the interior, get the floor pans put in it. I don't know, there's just a lot. We'll do that much. Anyway.
Okay, don't move it. I think that's all that's showing right now.
That transfers, right? You can trace. Good job.
You passed kindergarten,
I
Hunter.
did.
So that's most of them. 3 or 4 more, and we'll get the other side.
All right, so this stuff has to come off, the old latch mechanism. And then I gotta cut a strip out for that air tube to fit. Oh, it's a little tight. All right, that part. Don't need that. I'll have to go find some bolts. Cut that off real quick. Oh, look, I got a cutter right here. All right, we're currently cutting holes to plug all this. The Arcdroid makes our life easy for this. So we measure the hole, We run over and transfer it onto the arc droid, cut that hole out, and it fits perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go in. We're gonna go to trace. We're gonna clear my previous drawing. We're drawing circles, so we'll hit that. We need a diameter of 3.74. I'm gonna cut some of that, so I'm gonna go 3.480. Right here, I get to pick which side of the line. I want to cut it on the line. There we have it. Turn it off. Make sure it's gonna cut it where I want it. I like it. We'll stop it. We'll turn the torch on and send it. Gonna fit?
Yeah.
Cutting perfect circles is awesome. I like it. Good to go. We'll clean the slag off and Sean can weld. This one's gonna be a little more tricky. I gotta build an oval. I've never done an oval. I watched Andrew, the guy that built these things. He showed me how to do it, but that was, poof, I'm gone. I'll figure it out.
Go leg first.
Get out of there. 2.34. 0.99. What are the odds? First time?
No.
First time. It's going good. I don't know. We're about to learn how to use that thing.
We're learning. We're freaking learning. Let's go see if it fits. What's your bets?
I like the odds.
It's freaking exact. That's awesome. That's cool.
That's sweet.
Dig in some stuff here. They're not gonna be pretty.
That's thin, dude.
It's thin. It's terribly thin. We'll get them all. One patched.
They look pretty good, actually.
I think it'll be cool all the way across to have them like that. On to the next one.
Tell me what you're building.
These are cap corners for behind the seat where the fuel tank was. I was struggling here. So we've traced it. We're figuring this dang thing out. Just like any tool, if you know how to use it, it's pretty useful. Plasma's on, plugged in.
Yep.
It's just quiet.
Look like your part?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's not horrible. If we weld it to the bottoms, we won't weld the sides, or you see it through the paint. What's the odds of it fitting over there?
We've got a little bit of a gappage on the back side. Not horrible.
Enough to cut two, or
I mean, it doesn't cover that part up.
Hold this inside and open for a second.
Yep. Which one? One of those?
Got it?
Yep. That's kind of cool. That's sweet. Just watching it.
All right, it's officially lunchtime. We're headed to Archie's. We're going to get some stuff, get some food. So away we go.
Look at you guys.
We're snuggled up.
I don't know about your middle seat.
Clicking in. All right, we got our food. We are out of here. We'll go take Michelle her food and back on the truck. All right, so I'm terrible at my job. I didn't video our food, but there's what's left of Sean's.
Trash.
Yeah, we ate it all. It's time to get back to work. Finish welding all this up. Sean will get the inside welded. I don't know how much we're gonna get done today, but we're gonna keep on plugging. So we've got the holes in the firewall patched. I got the fuel tank hole patched. Sean's got the insides done. Check these out. They're all patched up. So corners are all plugged in here. So that looks pretty good. Now we just got to get the rest of it done. All right, we've been cutting plates all day with this Arc Droid, and it is awesome. We're learning how to run it. Hunter, he's currently building our last panel. He's marking out spots that we can punch. Got this little puncher thing, way better than drilling holes. Punches these out, and then we'll spot weld the panel back inside, and we should have the inside mostly covered up, all the holes in it that we don't need. It's been quite a project, as you can clearly see. I got this ground up. We'll weld the battery box back down in. Don't need it. Doesn't look like we're gonna have the inside completely done today before I gotta go to a basketball game, but close. So this is a Amazon special right here. I'd go right on the X.
Right in the middle?
Yep, put it right on the old X.
Well, that was the first one, but not horrible.
It'll weld. He's got this figured out. I love it.
That thing is
way better than drilling holes, isn't it?
so much.
Best $130 off Amazon ever. He'll get those done. We'll weld it in. All right. All right. Hunter got his plate all built. I'll show you where it goes. Right there is where it goes. So we'll put this plate in here, weld that thing in like so, and we'll have it all blocked off. Then the cab will be quieter again. Good job, man.
Thanks.
I just got to weld it in.
Oh, you got it. What are you doing?
Filling holes up. Not as good looking as yours.
What would Dar say? He'd be like, beat it to match, or beat it to fit and paint it to match. That's what his saying is.
Alright.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
Fits. So are you gonna weld that? Nope. The other side?
Nope.
Dude, you're good, man. You got it.
All right, this is my old floorboard. So my game plan is to cut this out of it, take it and put it right here, and then basically cut this off and build a whole new piece up into that. I probably could just build a whole new piece easier than what I'm about to do, but that's what I'm gonna do. Try to keep it as original. No, not really. I don't want to bend that. So we're not using the original one. I just cut it apart for no reason, evidently. It's not gonna work. Building our own, so we'll have to go find another piece of metal, but it's gonna work that way. All right, we got a little involved trying to figure this out, but we got it to cut it. It's out, and we moved this thing, it slid, we did the 2X thing. It worked, it's amazing. We didn't even have to refer to YouTube, we just fumbled through it. So that is the bottom of the floorboard. Now I gotta go measure out where I need to cut the hole in it. We'll cut that, and then we'll punch some holes and weld that thing to the floor to build the tower. I think we got her. Let's go see if it fits. You want to make any bets?
I like the odds.
My tape measuring skills aren't very good lately. Well,
That looks dang nice.
that's gonna fit. Money.
That's sweet.
Gotta cut that front piece off, and then we'll start building the rest of it. I'm about out of time today.
That looks good.
That's better than I anticipated. I've got the radiuses right. I did a little
perfect.
measuring and figured the radiuses out on it.
Perfect.
Cool. It's smoky in there, Sean.
I know.
Gosh dang.
Breathe it in.
I'd say that's how I like it, but it's not how I
Good
like
for
it.
your lungs.
All right, we got a bunch done, but we didn't get it finished. But it's getting dang close. We got most all of the holes plugged up inside, bunch of rust taken care of. We have a good plan on how to build the center console for the shifter and stuff. So maybe next time we'll be able to put some interior stuff in it, start going back together finally. So, but for today, that's all we got. So thanks for watching. Hit that.